Special counsel Biden willfully disclosed classified materials, but no criminal charges warranted. It has been found that President Joe Biden willfully retained and disclosed highly classified materials when he was a private citizen, including documents about military and foreign policy in Afghanistan and other sensitive national security matters, according to a Justice Department report that nonetheless says no criminal charges are warranted for him or anyone else. The report from Special Counsel Robert Hur, released Thursday, represents a harshly critical assessment of Biden's handling of sensitive government materials, but also details the reasons why he should not be charged with the crime. The findings will likely blunt his ability to forcefully condemn Donald Trump, Biden's likely opponent in November's presidential election, over a criminal indictment charging the former president with illegally hoarding classified records at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. Our investigation uncovered evidence that President Biden willfully retained and disclosed classified materials after his vice presidency when he was a private citizen, Hur wrote. Hur's report says evidence suggests that many of the classified documents recovered by investigators at the Penn Biden Center in parts of Biden's Delaware home and in his Senate papers at the University of Delaware were retained by mistake. The report comes after a year-long investigation into the improper retention of classified documents by Biden from his time as a senator and as vice president that were found at his Delaware home, as well as at a private office that he used in between his service in the Obama administration and becoming president. After Biden's lawyers uncovered classified documents at his former office, Biden's representatives promptly contacted the National Archives to arrange their return to the government. The National Archives notified the FBI, which opened an investigation. Hur assessed that the evidence did not support that Biden willfully retained some of the classified documents that were recovered, including the ones at the Penn Biden Center that sparked the probe. We would reach the same conclusion even if Department of Justice policy did not foreclose criminal charges against a sitting president, the report said. Part of the report centers on Biden's handling of classified documents about Afghanistan, specifically the Obama administration's decision to send additional troops there, that he retained after he left office as vice president in his Delaware home. Biden preserved materials documenting his opposition to the troop surge, including a 2009 classified handwritten memo to then-President Barack Obama. The documents have classification markings up to the top-secret sensitive compartmented information level and were found in a box in Biden's Delaware garage that contained other materials of great significance to him and that he appears to have personally used and accessed. Photographs included in the report showed some of the classified Afghanistan documents stored in a worn cardboard box, stored in his garage, apparently in a loose collection with other household items, including a ladder and a wicker basket. Classified documents from the Obama administration were also found in Biden's basement den, according to the report. Classified documents from his time in the Senate in the 1970s and 1980s were also found in his garage. Despite signs that Biden knowingly retained and disclosed classified materials, Hur's report said criminal charges were not merited for multiple reasons. Those include the fact that as vice president and during his subsequent presidency when the Afghanistan records were found, he had the authority to keep classified documents at his home. Though the best case for charges could involve his possession of the Afghanistan documents as a private citizen, prosecutors said it was possible that Biden could have found those records at his Virginia home in 2017 and then forgotten about them soon after. The report said there was some evidence to suggest that Biden knew he could not keep classified handwritten notes at home after leaving office, citing his deep familiarity with the measures taken to safeguard classified information and the need for those measures to prevent harm to national security. Yet his kept notebooks containing classified information in unlocked drawers at home. While the report removes legal jeopardy for the president, it is nonetheless an embarrassment for Biden, who placed competency and experience at the core of his rationale to voters to send him to the Oval Office. In declining to prosecute Biden, Hur's office also cited what it said was Biden's limited memory, both during his 2017 recorded conversations with the ghostwriter and in an interview with investigators last year. We have also considered that at trial, Mr. Biden would likely present himself to a jury, as he did during our interview of him, as a sympathetic, well-meaning, elderly man with a poor memory. Investigators wrote, there is recent Justice Department precedence for criminal charges against individuals accused of sharing classified information with biographers or ghostwriters. January David Petraeus pleaded guilty to doing exactly that in 2015 and was sentenced to probation. Yet in this instance, prosecutors say Biden could have plausibly believed that the notebooks were his personal property and belonged to him even if they contained classified information. White House lawyers and Biden's personal attorney were given the opportunity to review and comment on the report. Biden chose not to assert executive privilege over any portion of the report, White House counsel's office spokesman Ian Sams said.